Hi, welcome. I am so excited. I had a client cancellation today, which that's not the exciting part. You know, those can be kind of a bummer, but everything happens for a reason. And I was able to catch up on a lot of studio stuff like folding endless laundry and all the things business wise and hanging stuff up in my studio. I only moved in there a couple months ago, so I still had some certificates and things to hang on the wall so I could bring home all my tools and the stepladder. And so I got all that done, and I got home and a package had been delivered. And so because of all of this and my cancellation, I got to get all that done and come home to unbox a new tarot deck. You are going to be part of it. Here it is. Mystic Cats Tarot. The reason I'm so excited is because I know Michelle, the author and the creator. She's an amazing artist, an amazing person. I've known her since she was like 18 and now she's 42. We go in and out of like staying in contact like we all do. And when I forget, I was like watching, like my little niece was showing me a YouTube channel of a creator, like an artist for kids, and I was just enthralled with her art, and I'm like, this reminds me of somebody I know. And sure enough, I go to look up Michelle, see what she's up to these days, and she has a tarot deck, and I was like, what? I didn't even know she was into this. So anyway, I quickly got online and ordered it. Happy to support her in her art that she's been diligently creating all these years. She does some amazing stuff, partners with a lot of big companies that gets her art out into the world. I love it. So I haven't opened this yet. I wanted to share this moment. And so look at her cute designs. Oh my God. I kind of want to savor this. You know what just came to mind? I just remembered I have some of her. Oh, I've got, hold on. I think I have it. Where is that? I have like a basket. Oh, here they are. What, are there more? No. Okay. This is it. I also just found something else that I forgot. Oh my God, I found my pens. Oh wow, today's awesome. I found all these things I've been looking for. Found my pens. Was wondering where I put those. I also found Lumpy Space Princess. LSP is my favorite Adventure Time character. I can't do his voice, but I wish I try, and it's ridiculous, but oh my glob. I can't wait. I think this belongs next to the little Lego characters my husband gave me for whatever reason. He's a Lego fanatic. Look, little Space Princess. Okay, so these I've had forever because I like to support Michelle whenever I think to like go to her shop or something or jump on her. I think she was doing like the crowdfunding thing to get products out in the world a long time ago. And her name is Crowded Teeth, which is just adorable. And then she first started Yellow Toothpick, which is also adorable. So now she produces under Crowded Teeth. And look at these like pins. Her art is amazing. This one's like, looks like Marceline from Adventure Time. But anyway, these are pins. And so I've been saving them for years. I haven't even opened them. Oh my God, look at all the detail. Just the backs. I'll figure out this camera someday. The backs are amazing. It's just like, oh, this cat ghost has fangs. Anyway, so that's Michelle, and I'm just so thrilled that she's somehow into tarot, which I didn't know. So I'll connect with her. I sent her a message and to see if she'll reply. And I took a photo of myself. I took a photo of Amazon saying it's 10 stops away. And I'm going to send that to her as like showing her how excited I was just waiting for this to get here. So without further ado, let's unbox. I already pulled off a sticker. This is, I've never done an unboxing. This is the back. I already read that, I think, online. So cool. And the side. She's a cat lover too. She has some amazing cat babies over the years. And I love the ones that have the magnetic flip lid. Okay, you ready? Oh, the book. I love when they give you a nice sized book. And all her little designs on the inside. Like, look at all... She's always been known for having these details everywhere. Like, look at that. She didn't have to put that there, but she did. And so, oh, this book feels good. I love when they, oh, yes, have that cover design, that feel. And then the paper sleeve, I just ripped those off. Ooh, they feel so good. Oh my gosh, we're not going to go through all 78, but I think what I'd like to do is do a little reading today. We'll see what kind of intention we're called to do. I just first let's get rid of the garbage. Set this aside where you can see it maybe. There. And let's do a little flippy. Oh yay, they have photos in here too. A lot of books just have text, which is fine. I love words. But the care taken to create something like this, and how many hours it must have taken. I just have so much respect for people who create these decks and put so much effort into them. So what I like to do is really, I don't jump into the book right away anymore and read all their, lead up into describing the cards, but I will eventually. I guess, instant gratification. I just got to play with the cards. So they are in order. Oh my God, they're so adorable. I mean, oh, I can't wait to get to know all of these. Oh my gosh, it's like Christmas again. I'm so grateful she thought to create these. So as we shuffle them, sometimes I don't really like to do the classic shuffle, but I will, because these feel like they can handle it. Some are too thick. Oh, that felt so good. That's probably one of the best feeling decks I have for shuffling a traditional shuffle. Oh yeah. We just sped up that process tenfold. Okay, let's settle down. I just have to say, today has been amazing. First of all, this week, I knew I wanted to take some quiet time at the end of the year, leading into the new year, for intention setting, getting more of the structure of my business in place, my like the healing side of the business, massage and body work, as I go into more trauma healing and somatic experiencing training. I'm starting year 2 of that. Like, there's just so much planning and intention setting, and just like really being thoughtful about what I want to provide to people and the way in which I want to provide it, and does that align with what I'm coming to learn as my purpose here in this lifetime? So does it resonate? Am I fueled by it, or am I drained by it? So maybe I will cut out certain modalities that I provide while I add in others. So there's just a lot of intention setting this year. And so this morning, I had a new client that another massage therapist and friend in town has referred to me to do, a Thai massage shiatsu combination. And I really like that, because Thai massage is great for like really opening up the body in a different way from traditional massage. And so there's compressions and stretching, but then when you layer in the shiatsu, you're dealing with energy work as well. So you're really assessing which meridians, like the traditional Chinese medicine theories, come into play with shiatsu, and I love that. So it's really assessing which meridians or energy lines are out of balance based on the Hara assessment, the energy center assessment, and then working those meridians very thoughtfully, purposefully, in certain ways based on how they're out of balance, and then to bring them back into balance. And then the theory is that has a ripple effect through the other meridians. It sparks an automatic rebalancing. So anyway, that's not the point. She came to see me, and instantly it was like soul connection. Like, it's a small town, so I know I'm familiar with a couple of her family members, and I'm like, but I didn't know the connection yet. And I'm like, man, she seems familiar. And sure enough, that's why, because I know a couple of her sisters, and they're similar voice traits, personality traits, or inflections. I just, like, there was something familiar about her, and we just hit it off, and she really responded well to the treatment. And then we just, like, in a small Midwestern town, what we're doing here is kind of a little out there for most people, so I don't get a chance to talk about it much. So when we got to nerd out about energy, the universe, healing, I was like, I'm getting chills. I'm like, yes, the universe keeps sending me people who can benefit from the things I'm passionate about providing. And so that's the synchronicity thing that I'm just like, so fueled up by it. And so when that happened, like, I had a cancellation that just freed up my day to really start this intention setting early. Like, I got to do my chores and come home to a gift. And I have, like, it's New Year's Eve. It's a new moon. Oh, let's do a new moon reading with these babies. Yeah, that sounds good. That felt good. And so I just get to kind of come into my little creative dungeon and exist. And nobody's home yet except me and the two cats, which is perfect because this is called Mystic Cats. Thanks for listening. I know I tend to ramble. I'm just so excited. Okay, new moon reading. Let's set an intention for whoever stumbles across this video, that they're meant to see it for some reason. It might be the whole message of the spread. It might just be one snippet of something that flies out of my mouth that I'm feeling in the moment. I don't even need to know. I just love setting an intention that whoever sees this video is meant to for some reason. And so if you're watching this, I wholeheartedly believe you are meant to be here, and I am so grateful for you. So, thank you. So, and I don't even know how many cards I'm going to pull or what kind of spread, but I really want to bring in the new, what is it that we're trying to bring in for the new moon, new year? New moons are typically like bringing in something, bringing in an energy that we want in our lives or that we need. Full moons tend to be about releasing. They can both be about both. But what I like to think about is like the darkness of the new moon. I think of the quiet, the stillness, like when there's no light. It's just such, like when you think of the void, and how, like, if you think about like the void of the universe before anything was created, it was like, people write about it as like this, it's like this energy just in the void, like pure potential, like just waiting to birth something. And so it's not like emptiness, it's like fullness. like there's so much fullness in the new moon. And all we have to do is like say, that's what I want to bring into my life. It's waiting for us to ask. So with that, let's do a new moon reading to say, what is the universe, our higher selves, our spirit guides, if you like that sort of thing, whatever you resonate with, what is asking us to bring something in, and what is that thing? What are we being asked to bring into our lives between now and as we slide into the new year? However long it takes. A day, a week, all year long, doesn't matter. Okay, thank you. 8 of Swords. Oh my goodness. You know, part of me wants to read every friggin' detail of this for every card I'm going to pull. And I know that would be way too long. So what I might do is do my first interpretation, my first gut reaction to these cards and what they mean for this intention. And then if I feel like it, I'll do an extended. So if you see a link for the extended down in the description, it means we went there. Okay, so the 8 of Swords. Oh man. That's so interesting. Well, let me pull the others first. I kind of want to do a circle for the moon. Knight of Swords. What are all these swords? Wow. The Knight of Swords is like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay, hold on. 5, what? I did shuffle these. You saw. But somehow all the swords are coming out. 5 of Swords. Wow. Little sad face there. Let's see, how many do I want to do? Okay, this might be a big one because I got to make a circle. 10 of Wands. The Devil. Ooh. So cute. Oh, I'm getting too worked up. My heater is on too high. Let's turn that down. King of Cups. Wow. I might have bit off more than I could chew. This is a lot right now. 5 of Cups for my first go around with these cards. 5 of Cups. Oh, there's a lot of different energies here. Come on. King of, I'm not going to do reversals right now. Am I making a circle? Okay, King of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Wow. We have all Swords, Wands, Cups, Pentacles. It's a well-rounded little reading. Okay, let's do an overall energy. We'll plop it right in the middle. Look at that beautiful moon shape. Aw, Queen of Pentacles. I love that. This is the overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I love that because it really does go along with like the Queen of, it's very grounded energy. So there's water for Queen, earth for the Pentacles. And it's like she's, in the traditional card, she's so nurturing. And see how she's got a little cat baby? It's like a mother kind of energy. And if we think about bringing in something for the new year, well, I guess you could be bringing in a baby. So for those of you who are pregnant, that's the mother card. And maybe there's some stuff we'll talk about here related to motherhood. But this could also be like, I am cherishing something. I want it to grow. I want it to grow within me. I want it to grow in my life. And so it's like God, I thought of like the word quiet again came to mind, because that, like, she's like holding it to her heart There's just like a quietude to like the adoration, that the Queen has for the Pentacle. And so those words come immediately to mind, like nurturing. There's some intuition in this. Like we know intuitively what we want to bring in, and we are caring for it, the adoration, to bring it into existence and watch it grow within our lives. I love that. Well, I think I started at the top of the moon. 8 of Swords. Wow. I wonder if there's some quick, because I really respect her creative mind, and I wonder if she has some keywords at least. Yeah. It did come out, I think, in the reverse, but that's okay. I'll read both. Feeling powerless or having restrictions. Relief in freedom. Empowerment, if it's in the reverse. And so, typically the 8 of Swords is like, if you just open your eyes, you realize you're free already. And so it seems like maybe this new moon is asking us also to release. I said like the new moon is bringing in, but we've got to create space first. We can't just shove stuff into our life, into our world, if we don't make space for it. It doesn't root in. It doesn't grow. It doesn't like germinate. There's no soil there for something to grow from. If it's all like already full of our other distractions and angsts and worries. And so the Swords are, of the mind. So there's something that is saying release this before going into the new year in a couple days. We've got to make room. If you just open your eyes, you'd know that we do things to ourselves. So you might be feeling like these are coming from the outside, whatever these worries are, whatever you maybe feel like persecuted or just like worrisome. But worry is not of the present moment. Worry is of the future, and the future doesn't exist. All we have is right now. So what's happening right now? Open your eyes, look around. Is there anything right in your immediate experience that is worrisome? And there might be, but this is saying it's not real. Open your eyes, release, and something will fill that's way better. So the night, and we'll clarify this. Yeah, I'm feeling like maybe we will do an extended because I really want to get to know these cards. The Knight of Swords. I love that. Since I'm on swords, I might as well flip a couple pages. Ambition, direct. Can't stop, won't stop. The knight propels ahead on his mission. Yeah, it's usually like of the mind, like I'm moving forward with something. So maybe there is something you already know that you're bringing in during this new moon period. I feel like this new moon period, you know how they last, like the energy of the moons lasts for a couple days leading up and a couple days after. And here, like in my time zone, in an hour, I think is when the new moon is like the fullest, like the peak. Ooh, and here we are right before the peak. And then we have a couple days, and that couple days takes us right into the new year. I just love the timing of this. So it's like, maybe you already know what you're doing, like what you're bringing in for the new year. And I feel like this year, these aren't empty resolutions this year. Not that they were empty before, but you know how we just get so excited about saying, I'm going to do this finally, and it's the new year that's making me like feel committed. I don't think these are empty resolutions. So these are like firm commitments, and you're excited to move forward with them. And you're of the mind to make it happen. The Five of Swords, it's a little different. A little different energy, Five of Swords. Conflict and arguments, that's a traditional meeting. Grumble, grumble, the battle has just begun. I love her. Oh. So, these, when I think of the Five of Swords, the battle may not be on, it may not be like conflict in the way we typically think of it with another person. It could be that maybe there's some regret about maybe the way we've treated someone, or maybe how they took something out of a context in which we did not intend it. And it might not be with another person. There just may be a little bit of regret. And since we're talking about new moon and new year, these cycles, it could be like, is there something that you really wanted to do this year or bring in, or a way of being that didn't quite manifest how you expected? And I'm kind of sensing that this is more about, what really shining a light on and really having an honest look at those things that you're like, man, I really intended to do, XYZ, or make time for something that I knew was going to be good for me, and it just didn't happen. All these other distractions happened instead. Some of which could have been like, it was a hard year for a lot of people in terms of like maybe losing, like a lot of loss and grief. I don't know. There seemed to be a lot of that in the people I know in my life. And that's not a distraction in the sense of we're doing that to ourselves, keeping ourselves distracted. It's truly an emotional weight on us that we're addressing, but it keeps our energies, the other stuff is obviously less important. It's got to go on the back burner, so we can't beat ourselves up over it. So I think this Five of Swords, a lot of times it's about conflict and arguments, but when I'm really feeling into this, it feels like maybe some soft regret. We knew we were doing the right thing throughout the year. It just happened to be that, I regret that those things had to take a back seat. Maybe it was spending more time with loved ones, someone in your life, and you're like, or taking care of loved ones, and you're like, oh my God, I just wasn't there for them in the way that I really intended. And that can feel really heavy. So I think that's asking us again to let that go. I just got chills, like that resonates. Let's let that go, because we don't want to carry that around with us. That's some heavy stuff. The Ten of Wands. This is like one of those, I love the face. There's like a little sad face or worry face. Oh my goodness. The Ten of Wands is like that energy of like, that came up again the other day when I was doing an end of year reading. Like this whole push is, I think, what I said. This push energy, like just gotta push through until we make it to the finish line. We're almost there. And that can feel heavy. It's like all of these energies of like not self-sabotage, but like, well, that's what the devil is actually. It's all about self-sabotage. Is that what we're reading today? Yeah. It feels like we're being asked to release all or a lot of all the things we do to ourselves. And really, isn't that everything? Like it's really just the really big traumatic things that other people do to us that, that truly are done to us. But everything else it's kind of like we bring it into our sphere and our awareness, and we take on things. It's like we bring it in. And again, I think this is really asking us to let those go so that we can bring in the positive energy. Because, it's like that like attracts like, because things that vibrate, you're going to bring in what resonates at that same frequency. It's physics, right? I never took physics, but I love it. So I'm going to call it physics when things that are alike vibrate together. And so as we raise our frequency, we bring in things of that higher frequency into our lives. So, and it kind of feeds itself, like you release. Your first stage might just be to release all of this. And that it's a weight lifted, meaning you're naturally rising to the higher frequency, and then bringing in more of that, and that makes you rise up. I mean, it's a self-feeding thing, and the first step is release. And I think that's what the other reading said too, is like, surrender this, make room. And why are we carrying it around anyway? We don't have to. That's the stuff that usually goes back to like self-worth kind of things that keep us feeling like we're not worthy of releasing something. Like, no, I have to carry it around. And these might not be conscious thoughts. It's just this feeling. It's like, so it might be asking it, like, ask yourself, why don't I feel worthy to release this? No one else is thinking about it but me. We might think they're thinking about it, but they're not. Everyone's in their own world, right? They're the center of their own world, like we're the center of our world. And we can release that. So yeah, lift your head up, quit pushing, realize that abundance is already there for you to reach out and grab and pull in. The devil, that's asking us to stop doing the self-sabotage. Yeah. It's like, what cycles are we in that we just keep doing that keeps our vibration lower? Are we binge watching something out of pure exhaustion because we feel like we don't have the energy to start that new creative, fulfilling project we've been wanting to do? It could be anything. It's like the little self-sabotages that just like eat away at our time, because time is our greatest resource. Like, what are we here on this earth? Like, we're in the time realm to learn how to work with time and use it to our advantage. And you know how when you're in flow, when you're doing something you really love and you just lose all sense of time, we're time travelers, we're time manipulators, and it's with our intention. It's just like so fascinating. So yeah, when we allow something out, like we're putting our attention into something that is designed to take our attention and time, like certain streaming services. I mean, I guess you could argue like, here I am putting content out there to consume people's time and attention. Oh my God, I might need to meditate on this. But I'm hoping I'm offering something else that's like, on like sharing of my own personal journey and trying to like fulfill what I'm being called to do is to basically channel intuition, spirit, etc., for the good of whoever comes across it, and trying to get out of the way. so that spirit can speak through, like, in this way. So anyway, I can do another video about my intention, but yeah, I don't mean to be consuming that. Yeah, I gotta probably work on getting faster at these so that I consume less of your time and attention. I'll work on that in 2025. But this I think is all about releasing those things that keep our time away from, that we're like giving up our power to these other things, these other distractions. I know I have mine, that's for sure. And it's like the more we can get quicker about recognizing them and just taking a pause and being like, why was my instinct to go straight to that activity that I know is not fulfilling at the end of the day? I don't even remember, like, when I was full on binge mode, like, I don't remember any of the content either. It certainly isn't something I'm like, ooh, I'll carry this with me. It'll be something to fall back on in my life as a source of support and comfort. No. But I'm still, I still binge. Like, sometimes I just want to watch a movie from the 80s that I've seen 5,000 times because it brings me so much joy. So it's like, it's all about intention too. The more we can create a buffer, the space between ourselves and what we're being, like our impulse to do something, like pause and say, is this really where I want to spend my focus and attention and time? All those resources we have that are non-monetary, but that are more valuable. Oh, I'll get off my soapbox. Okay. King of Cups. Oh my God, this is so fascinating now that I'm stepping back to look at it. And then we have Five of Cups, King of Pentacles. It's like, look, swords, 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 the pushing through of the Ten of Wands, the exhaustion, self-sabotage. It's like a cycle. And then King of Cups. We have all this Cups energy. Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy. Like bringing back in. I love that. It's like first we've got our release, and then we got to fill it back up. And I love that the cups, that analogy of like, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's like, boom, straight away when we get rid of the self-sabotaging behaviors by this point, it's like King of Cups, full on cup. This cup is now going to be full up. And then, this is like the King of Cups. I think of, kings as fire, cups as water. There's like that balance. I feel like the King of Cups is like a well-rounded, like stabilizing energy. They're, like very balanced. You can see like there's a lot of symmetry in this card. I love her artwork. There's a lot of balance. So it's like when we do get through the releasing, and we're never ever really all the way done releasing. That's lifetimes of work. But when we get through this cycle of releasing, now it's like, here's a cup, fill it up. I love it. And it's like in a very grounded, stabilizing way, in a sense. It's like, it's not all pure emotion like maybe the Queen of Cups might be, where it's like all water. This is very balanced, saying now from this space, this emptiness that we've created, and empty in the nicest sense of the word, as in like fresh and clean, let's fill it up with what we want to bring into our life. And the King is that power energy. It's like from a place of knowing your worth and trusting that if I truly, even if I'm acting at first, like I truly believe I'm worth something, it feeds on itself. It's going to come in and be like, yeah, I am worth that. Five of Cups, sometimes, see how there's like crying, a little bit of tears and maybe sadness. The Five of Cups can mean like a feeling of lack or scarcity mindset. But it can also be that ray of hope that says, again, look up. In the traditional card, there's like that beautiful stained. Oh no, that's the Pentacles. Sorry, my mind got the wires crossed. The Five of Cups. Oh yeah. Oh. Sometimes it means grief and sadness. But I don't see it like that in this reading. Oh, my heart. So what's coming to me is that this, see how the 3 cups are upside down, like something spilled, or maybe you feel like they'll never be filled up, and there's 2 here, and all the cups have little sad faces. But it's like, and when you're looking to this direction, I feel like it's looking to the past. Like maybe there's, again, this sense of regret or crying over loss, like grief. But there's also hope. And if you just look up, like when I think of the traditional card, there's that path home or path toward abundance right there, going over the bridge. But we're looking at, we keep our focus on on that loss. Weren't we just talking about this? So I think this is a call to say, like there was a lot of loss this year, wasn't there? And it's good to recognize it. I mean, we want to honor people who have passed with our attention on what their lives meant to us. I feel like this is about a person in your life or people. But it's saying like, you've grieved enough. There's still cups here. There's still the emotional abundance waiting for you, and it's your own emotional abundance. You might feel really depleted, and see how the 3 are upside down, so it's a little imbalanced now with the spilled cups, like the outpouring of grief and emotion that leaves us exhausted sometimes. But there's hope here that you're releasing it. You have released it, and you're going to move through to the end of the year and into the new year kind of refreshed. And then the King of Pentacles. He's like full on abundance. Are those his legs or 2 tails? Doesn't matter. He's full on happy. Like he's got multiple houses, a crown. So cute. Anyway, King of Pentacles energy is just full on abundance and in your power. Like there's definitely a story arc here. Oh my goodness. It's like, I'm sorry, I've already gone so long. We'll definitely have to do an extended. The 8 of Swords. So if I had to recap real quickly, I actually do want to do, I feel like I want to do one really nice. What? Oh. I kind of want to do a, something, like for some reason, the Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle. Since we're going to try to put a bow on this for now, because I've already gone so long with the unboxing and just the pure excitement of the new moon and new year, and my friend Michelle, getting to support her in her art. Let's just take an oracle card as as some inspiration for this, bringing in the new. So we're going to release what doesn't serve us, what we've been carrying through the year, that we gave it its due attention, and we should feel good about that. The people who maybe we've lost, or the family members we've been trying to support, like we've been there for people, and it's time to acknowledge that we did some good work, and it's time to release what's meant to be released so that we can make way for the new. Again, we have this Queen of Pentacles energy let's clarify that some more, or let's, like really enhance that energy of like, I feel like there's just such a gentleness about this with the little cat and that mother energy of this card of like pure adoration for something that you want to like grow through this period into the new year. So please, Spirit, help confirm that energy for us in some way that's really tangible for people. Thank you. Aw, I love that. Beginnings, innocence, fertility, growth. Fertility, we're talking about mother energy. Are one of you pregnant? Oh, good for you. Begin with faith and spring. I love that. There's newness, there's spring, there's growth. We're talking about bringing in the new. Spirit always listens to what we set our intention for. It's like, I asked for that. Boom. Here you guys go. That's a beautiful card. Let me show you closer. I can't figure that out. This way. Look at that. So unique. Okay. Key concepts: beginnings, innocence, fertility, trusting in the process of new life, birth of a new idea, assurance of growth. I couldn't have planned this any better. The season of spring arrives with a force so potent and vibrant that it's easy to be intoxicated by its fertile energy. All manner of new life sprouts up as animals awaken from the hibernation, flowers bloom, and delicate plants push their way through the hard ground. We're talking about soil, weren't we? Right now, you're in the same season of your life, the beginning of something new, something wonderful. You may be starting to see your dreams taking shape in the outer world. It's time to be curious and explore this new territory, relationship, or situation with eyes and heart wide open. Take advantage of this energy as this rich time can't continue forever, but it will last long enough for you to find your momentum and move in the right direction. Honor how far you've come and trust that this new idea, love, or situation of yours that you're inquiring about will flourish through all the cycles of reality creation. You have every reason to be joyful and optimistic. Whatever you begin now, know that it will have many more successful seasons to come. Oh, wow. I think there's a reversal reading here. I'm just seeing if any of it resonates. Savor these moments of discovery and be fully present to all the new experiences and possibilities. Oh, chills. I know it says spring. We're still in winter. You get the idea. It's spring, and traditional Chinese medicine is like wood, growth, newness. It's we can think about that symbolism and those elements instead of like being too literal with spring. Although maybe you're going to have an amazing spring. Maybe that's when your babies do. Okay. We'll do an extended because I'm really curious to actually go deeper with these cards. And instead of clarifying with other cards, I think I'll just keep clarifying with the cats, the mystic cats. So thank you for watching, and happy new moon. Thank you.